Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on in. Hope you're all been having a wonderful day. It has been wet and rainy here. We actually have a little bit of a break right now, thank goodness. So I have these ornaments and I thought I need to get them done. So we are going to do, I started to do a base coat and decided, hey, let's just paint it. Looks like it's covering it pretty good. Hey, Tina. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do, it's Frosty, I call it Frosty. It's a snowman on a sled. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to take me a little while because I'm using this fine little brush. Actually, let me change it up. We're going to use, because I cleaned it off, we'll use this one. Hi, Vicki. How are you? You guys been getting the downpour like we've been getting here today? It's been torrential downpours here. It finally stopped, so. But if I'm not mistaken, thanks for throwing the snowballs. If I'm not mistaken, we're supposed to be getting some more this evening. And there's some spots like his eyes and that I don't need to paint, but I'm painting them anyway. Because I think sometimes when you do like a little bit of a base coat, it kind of pops a little bit more. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint it. Now I don't have to paint the hat because I do have a piece that goes over there, so I'm not going to worry about that one. So how many more days you have left, Vicki, before you can go live? Are you into 30s yet? I haven't been keeping track, so I don't know. Hi, Joanne. How are you? We were just talking about the weather and who's all getting rain and how many more days Vicki has before she can go live. So we are doing, I'm calling him Frosty, but it's a snowman and an ornament to start off with. And I don't know if everybody got to see my little post, but on Saturday is our Crafter's Choice event. Hey, Mickey, how are you? How was work? And happy birthday. Did you send me a Facebook today? The only thing I sent you was happy birthday. I didn't think I sent it on your business page, but I would have thought it would have been on your personal page, but what do I know? I think that looks pretty good for the white one base coat. So we're going to move from there and we're going to get some black. Oh, Vicky. Okay. No rain, but might get some later in the week. Hi, Judy. Good work day. That's always good. I know Ken doesn't like some of the some of the days. His days that aren't really good are like Mondays. I'm using the multi-surface folk art pure black, and I used just the folk art wicker white. Actually, what I could have did, and just thought of it now, just to give Frosty a little pizzazz, I could take this Pearl FX and go over him, and it'll give him a little pizzazz. Yeah, I just saw that. Sometimes when it goes by, I don't catch everything. Sorry. I might do that. I might go back over just to give him a little pizzazz. I like a little pizzazz. Not a lot, just a little. Okay, let's get our brim of the hat painted. And I did redo all my boards today because when you use like diamond dust in that, it gets all over and you can't get it off of your board. So what I should do from now on is when I'm doing diamond dust, just have an extra little sheet there so that I can put it in there. You have 35 more days. Woohoo! Not too many. Oh, that won't be good if she didn't send anything and now that's happening. Not good, not good. All right, we're going to paint this whole thing. I'm going to try, well, I don't need to do this, but I'm going to. I'm going to try to leave where the snow, the white's going to be at on his brim. Well, on not the brim's here, the top of his hat. So I want to do that kind of carefully if I can, because that needs to be white. I really liked your scarecrow wreath. That was real pretty. I would like to do one of those. Those are really cute, Mickey. Well, Vicky, you're going to have to get that fixed. That's a bummer. So right now I'm just going to put some white on here, but we may put some snow text on the top of his hat. I don't know why people have to mess with other people's pages and that. You know, what do they really get out of it, you know? Especially like our pages. I am going to glue as we go, I think. And I do want to do a little bit of shading as we go. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do his do his hat because I have it right here. And where did my little brush go that I have right here? We're going to use some Lost Shadow on his hat. So I'm just going to hold this, take a little bit of the Lost Shadow, and because it is like a whitish color, I think it'll look okay with the effect of like a little snow dusting. And I'm okay with it being a little heavier in some spots and not in the others, because heck, when snow falls, it's not always the same. Using a little stick fast. I'm going to do a little on the side of the hat too. I don't know if y'all can see the hat or not. But I still think I'm going to try to put a little sparkle in Mr. Frosty, as I'm calling him. Give him a little like pearlized look. I'm not going to cover his eyes up because I need to do those in black. But I can get all around him. Can't forget his little eyebrows. Ooh, I think I already like the pearl eyes. I'll paint a little more and show you. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Doesn't matter if I get his nose because we have a little bit of a button here for his nose. A little piece of like wood. I think I'm going to like this. Bring it down a little more and then I'll show you the difference. Can y'all hear my hand keep sticking to my board? It keeps pulling up every time I pull it up. All right, these all should stick. Can you see the difference? I think I like it's the FX, Plaid FX, and it is New Liberty. I think I like it. Gives him a little, he's not as flat. So who all got rain today? I know a lot of Indiana did. I know we all did. And I was originally supposed to have my granddaughter this week, but because of the government shutdown, I had not had to have her because my son was not able to work. But they did get a message today that they're supposed to report tomorrow. So I will have her tomorrow and probably the rest of the week. But tomorrow I have a late afternoon doctor's appointment. So depending on when I get out of there, hi Cheryl. Hopefully I'll be back in time to have enough time to get on and do a live. If not, it will be Thursday. And providing Dad's okay with it. She may be on with me. I know there's a couple things that my granddaughter and my grandson have been wanting to do, so we'll see. He's not home. He's off with Mom on a little mother-son vacay. You did, Vicky? You did too, Judy? I'm okay without the snow, but you know how that goes. Okay, so we're going to give him a quick little dry. I do like the pearlized effect better. I do, I do. Just so y'all can see now the whole thing. I think I like that so much better than just the paint. Don't know why I didn't think of it before. Uh-oh, I think I'm missing something. Oh no, I think it got put on the other board. It did. We got a little red heart we need to do. All right, where's my I'm going to use my marker for his eyes because it's so much easier. So I'm going to color his eyes in with my marker. And we will add the little dot so he looks like he has seeing eyes. Put his little coal for his mouth. Hey, he's starting to look like a little snowman. Woohoo! Let's do his buttons. And I'm using the grabby markers. I really like them. If you haven't tried them, you need to. They're not very expensive either. And like on this side, you have the fine point, and on this side, you have the thicker point. And the ones that I'm using today, and just so you can see it again in case you have it, it's the 36 acrylic markers, and it is the one with the red, because they have one that has the blue on it also. And the one that has the blue on it, you get like, say, one color but two different tips. Where this one, no, you have two colors. I thought two colors. Sorry, I messed up there. Okay, now we want to paint. Let's see, do we have? I don't know why I goofed, y'all. This didn't need to be painted white. This needs to be painted white. So we will paint that white. We might put a little bit of, I think we're going to use snow text today instead of diamond dust. I usually use diamond dust a lot, but this time, no. I think we're just going to use some snow text on here to give it a little something something. Did you get a lot of rain, Cheryl? It was like heavy torrential downpours here most of the day. It finally stopped, but I think we're due some more. I think he's looking pretty cute. Get my little tool. Let's put some eyes on him. Now he's got some eyes. Whoop, whoop. Okay, now for his nose. Let me see. Like the paint I got on me, we are going to try a little bit of our pumpkin here. Because I just want a little bit on the nose, and then I want to add just a tad bit of, I think, like a little bit of yellow for like kind of like a shading kind of look. Because I don't want his nose to be too bright. He's got like a dull carrot nose. And I should have painted the other side, because some sides, when you get the wood cutouts, have the like the burnt on it. And that's the side I just painted, so I just flipped it over, and we're going to do it again. It can add some effect to your piece, though, if you didn't want to flip it over. All right, phone, what are you doing? Heavy rain? Yeah. Ours just stopped probably about a half hour or so ago. Hey, Ken, didn't see you hop on. Now I'm going to use a very little bit of yellow. And if you put some on there and you don't like it, you can take either your brush or a water pen and kind of drag it to kind of thin it out even more or blend it in even more. But since the paint's still a little wet, I don't think I'm going to have to do that. Give her a quick dry. Oh, and I do want to put a little, what am I grabbing that for? I want my glue. Like pinky cheeks. Who's good at doing the cheeks? I'm asking because sometimes I can get them to be pretty dang good, and other times it's like, I don't think I like that as well. And I'm going to use blush pink just a little bit and see how that works. And again, if I put it on there and I don't like it, even if I dry it, I can go back in and lighten it up some. But I'm going to put some on my brush and kind of download it off because I don't want it too heavy. And I'm probably going to have to put some water on there because it's not going exactly the way I like it. So you can either use a water pen or get a little more on your brush, but not too much, and kind of work it around to the way you want it. And always, worst case scenario, if you don't like it, you can always paint over it. Okay, I'm back. Sent out a message, Vicky. Change your password and pictures. People know it's you. Hi, Wanda. How are you? Thank you for helping her, Mickey. And it does help because I was told a while back, it does help if you put somebody you trust on your account. So if somebody gets into there and you can't get in, they are still supposed to be able to get in. So they can go in and fix it. So what do you think? Think his pink cheeks are okay? I'm going to move his little scarf down here. Don't know where I put my lid, so I'm going to have to find that later. Oh, here it is. I need to put it over here so I know. We're going to use some, because I'm a purple girl, some Dixie Belle Amethyst on the scarf. And I'm trying only to use a couple of brushes. Thanks. So I'm not keep going back and forth with all these brushes. So how many on here who have the business pages have somebody else on their account? I forget who told me that. I don't know if it was Facebook or when Sandy kept getting hacked and all that. Might have been both. Somebody, in our group and Facebook that said, it's better to have somebody you can trust on your account also. You bought some cheap brush from Dollar Tree. I use it for the cheeks. Either use finger. Oh, okay, cool. Vicky, are you saying you can't change anything? Or you're asking change picture? Hopefully you can. I'm thinking, let's put a few little round dots on our scarf. I don't want it to be overloaded with it, but I think a couple here and there. Some little, some big. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to go to Dollar Tree and see about some cheap brush. For some reason, I didn't think about that. That's an excellent idea. I can't wait till Saturday. Saturday's going to be so fun. Crafter's Choice. It's this page. Change business page picture and password. Okay, so here we have so far. And I think we're going to add a little of our lost shadow on here too. Just on the edges, like, as close as I can get to the edges. And not every piece, just like the top part and the side here, and maybe a little right here. So it kind of looks like that. So I've been trying, y'all can help. I've been thinking usually traditionally a sled is red, or in some cases it's kind of like a natural color wood. I'm trying to figure out, do we want to do the sled traditional red? Or do we want to do some other color? There is a different picture, Vicky. We do need red for our berries, and we do need red for the heart. Well, I say that, but it doesn't seem to want to come down. I do see a different picture on my end. So he's got a little heart that's going to go up on his hat. I'm going to move our berries down here so I can get to them. So I am going to try something new. Hi, Shyla. I'm going to try something new that I have not done before on Saturday. So wish me all luck. It's kind of like, oh, do I want to do this? But I do. I really do. I really want to try it. Really want to see how it looks. Hi, Susan. I missed a Susan. Hello, Susan. Hi, Susan. How are you? So I figured I'm just going to be brave and just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? You know, you find out that, oh, you don't want to do, don't do this, right? Try something different. I think it'll all be good, though. I don't think I want a smaller one. Let's try this one. No, that wasn't the one I wanted. This one. I want a smaller brush because I need to get a little dab right in here. I am using, this is the Army Green by Magnolia. I'm going to use some of that. And I do have my brush kind of watered down a little bit, so it'll spread a little easier. And then we're going to add some other color in here. Give that a little second to kind of dry a little bit. So if you all are not doing anything on Saturday, save the date. I have it pinned on my page. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, we start at 10. And then I'm on at 12. And we got a lot of good crafters that are going to be on, so I can't wait to see what everybody's doing. It should be a fun day. Pour that. I'm going to take a little bit of my Classic Green by Folk Art and take a little bit and kind of go around the edges, or at least a couple of the edges, just to kind of get it to have a little pop. Sometimes when I put paint on my brush, I like to take it and kind of roll it. Muddling along here. Saz had C-section a bit over a week ago. It's been a good bit of work. So how is she doing? And the pups? But I like to take it and just kind of roll it some because it kind of gets it all through the brush, but also it's almost like offloading some too. So know where that red piece came from, probably off my arm. So I don't know if y'all can see that. There's like a little bit of a different shading there with the two greens. I am going to take this, we're going to take this little brush. It's finer. We're going to take this little brush and I'm just going to kind of roll it a little bit also. Take some off. I'm going to roll that a little bit more. Put a little bit of our white on our berries. Because it gives it a little something something. Not a natural mustard. Ah, well, that's good that the other two are making progress. Sorry for the loss of two. Since we already got our white, we're going to take our white, going to go ahead and paint our snowflake, but I want to put, I'm not putting any diamond dust on this time. You want to know the real reason why? Because I would have to hold it over my garbage can because I'm not getting it on the board I just taped all up today. But we could. It's not that big a deal, truthfully. You know what? But I want to add, before I do that, I want to add a little bit of blue. And I'm going to use the crystal blue to the snowflake and to the bottom of Mr. Frosty, as I like to call him. I'm going to have to get some more. I'm almost running out of all my paints, y'all. So I'm just kind of lightly taking it over because I don't want a ton of the blue on here. I just want enough to give it a little something. So it's not a pure white snowflake. We're going to pick him up. And now I need to recolor it a little because I stuck my big old finger in it. So you gotta be careful when you're doing some of this because you get your fingers in the way. And definitely just a reminder, if you're using diamond dust, just be careful because it is glass. So if you get it anywhere, like on your floor or anything, make sure that you sweep it up. That way, if you're in your bare feet, it don't get in your foot. Aw, poor thing. Hi, Devonna, how are you? So I am going to take, after I wipe this black off of there that the paintbrush ran into, and we're going to take a little bit of our blue, offload some of it, and I want to take it down around the edge of Frosty. And I'm probably going to try to pull out, well, I'd not say try because I have it right here. I'm going to take it and then I'm going to pull, I think, some with my water pen because I want it to be a little more blended in. Now you have to squeeze these to get, I have to squeeze them. I know some people don't have as much problems with them as I do. I might need to get some new ones because one of them, no matter what I do, it does not seem to want to come down. So let's try this other one. How many have tried these water pens? I think some of them, these, I'm not sure if they were from the Dollar Tree or not, but I'm going to have to get me another set because the one works fine. The other one does not want to do anything, no matter how much I squeeze it. So I'm just taking this and just kind of going over and trying to pull my blue and make it a little more softer looking, but enough so that you can see it still. Can you see it? Okay, did we decide, do we want to paint? What I was thinking is painting all the boards red. These could be like a gray or a silver. And this could still be red actually, if we wanted to. I mean, that's kind of my thought. Everything can't be purple, can it? I think he's turning out kind of cute. And actually, what I'm thinking also is I think I want to put just a little dab of white on his nose. Just like a little dab will do ya. Let's go ahead and paint. Nobody, nobody's saying what color they prefer. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Ruben. My comments are not working on this one, so I need to look over here. So we're going to go ahead and paint them red. And I need my bigger brush. This one. How is everybody doing? I like this red. It's a nice, pretty red. And if I didn't tell you what it was, it's the Folk Art Imperial. I like some of the rustic reds, but I think when I'm doing the sleds and that, I'll really like the bright red for most of the time. Hi, Jackie. I hope I said hello to you. Yes, I'm live. Thanks for answering, Tina. For some reason, comments aren't working as well on my phone. So if I missed anybody, I apologize, but welcome on in. And for anybody who's new on my page, if there's anybody on here that you're not following, please follow because it helps all of us when you follow our pages. Also, we do a monthly drawing, so anybody who sprinkles, tosses the snowman, which is basically sharing, you get put into drawing at the end of the month, and I draw for some happy mail. And let's see, Ruben won last month, so he has some happy mail coming to him. I hope you like it, Ruben. We are going to, after I get this dry, we are going to get the other distressing ink because I don't want it to look like brand new shiny. So we're going to put some distressing ink on this also. And I did get this from Piney Creek Market. I have not looked. Tina, does she have them on her page? Oh my goodness, you've been cleaning a house? Cleaning any time can be tiring. You need to sit back and have a cup of coffee or your favorite drink and just relax. That's like I got part of my craft room done, and then, the rest of the life gets in the way, so you got to stop and then kind of come back and redo it, which I still have this side that y'all aren't going to see to do. I wish if things were better, well, now, let's see. If things, how's that saying go? Something about wishing. I can't think of the saying, but if things were a little bit different, I would have a she shed. I would love to have a she shed because I think it would be nice to have all your crafting supplies in the room, big enough for that. And yes, I'm going to put some on here right now, and I am using scorched timber. I want to put some right down the lines so you can see. Yeah, it should be on her page, and I'm thinking it's I can't remember all of her website. I know it's usually on Shopify, but you can get them. Laura has a lot of cute ornaments, and if you go in there and you purchase some, you can be in some join in on some of her painting. Now she's not doing anything right now because she's recovering from knee surgery, but it's always a blast to be on her painting group. Yes, I know. Sometimes people like to do the distressing after fact, but sometimes I like to be outside the box. Ooh, Ruben, that sounds so good. Iced coffee and that little, what is it? Is it a Keurig or is it a Ninja little blender thing you have? I think that is cool. Hmm. You know what I think what do y'all think? I'm gonna paint this part. I'm gonna paint this part maybe white, and I could paint this part maybe white. And then what we could do is, our favorite dragonfly. We could go over it so it'd be kind of shiny. What do you think? Does that sound like a good plan? Instead of like gray or silver, just kind of make it our own. Iced coffee sounds really good. Oh, does anybody have Scooters coffee around them? We have several in our area. But do any of you all have it? Some comments are popping up here, but some are not. So I'm watching my. I think we're going to try doing this with the white and then come back and do some dragon glaze on here and see how it shows up with the white. I know somebody was asking me about how it shows up on other colors. my favorite is putting the dragon glaze because this shoe was all black, and I put the purple combination dragon glaze on there. See, I didn't do it on the tongue of the shoe because that's on the inside, and that's usually a slightly new matted color anyway. So I did do it. I'm trying to think, what did I do it on white before? I don't remember, but you should be able to use it on any color. My only tip is to tell you, because some of you were on the day that I was trying to use it, and I kept getting like, why is this not working? So I pulled out a different bottle and it worked. So I opened and squirted some out from both bottles, and the one did not have all the stuff mixed into it. Well, what I was going to say about, so my tip is, if you go to buy the dragon glaze, open the bottle, because it should look exactly like the lid. It shouldn't be all white. You should be able to see all that in there. And when I opened the other one, you could not see all that in there. And I don't want to waste that, so we're just going to wipe that and put it back in there. So I have one that does not have like what I call the iridescent to it. That coffee place is new to San Antonio, so we haven't tried it yet, but been wanting to go. I just tried it not that long ago, and yes, they have sugar-free for those like me that need sugar-free, and if you can't have caffeine, which I can only have a little bit, so you can get a lot of their same drinks sugar-free and decaf. Their blenders, oh my goodness. I got my favorite is their mocha blender. It's a nice cold drink. I really liked it. I try it. Luckily, they're not right down the road because I'd have one every day. But it was so good. But I need to find out exactly what machine you have, Ruben, and just get that and then just make my own. But they're pretty good. And I can tell you this, Kenny likes, and I don't know if he's still on here, and it wouldn't really matter too much because he knows it's true. I always tease him. I say, do you want any coffee with that sugar? He puts a lot of sugar in his coffee, and he even took a sip of my sugar-free, caffeine-free, and he was like, ooh, I like that. So if he liked it, it was good. So I'm drying this, and then I think we'll go ahead and try. This one is not the purple one because I didn't bring back the one that has the purple in it. This is still the blue, green, gold shift. And they have several others. And I do get mine at Hobbies, and most of the time there's no plastic on the lid. Or I had the one when I went there wasn't, and just pull up the little white thing and make sure, because it does kind of suck when you buy it. It's not right. So we are going to see how well this works on white. Let me get a nice brush here, clean that out. Yes, he does what? Like a lot of sugar with his coffee, Tina? He does. He's gotten a little bit better, truthfully, because I used to go, he would put the cup in the sink and I'd say, dude, look at all that in there. I said, if you'd stir it, you'd know there was sugar in there. Yep, this is working pretty dang nice. I like it. And our snowman goes up on our sled. And we'll figure out where we want to put our little snowflake. And once I get my room all situated, I'm probably going to start doing some of my, going back and doing some tumblers again, because I really kind of like doing them. So I got a quick question. I'm going to show you what I have here. And then you can tell me if we should just do the little loop here where we can put our little string to hang, or leave that because it's different. So should I put dragon glaze on this little loop or leave it? Is that what is it? Is that the brand name of it, Ruben? And you all can see that, right? You can see the iridescent like color on the white, I hope. So I can either leave the loop alone or I could add to it. I'm going to try and put a little extra on here and see. Because y'all, I can see it really well, but I want to make sure that y'all can see it too. Right now I'm not doing the little loop where you can put ribbon through. And I've changed mine up just a tad bit because, and you can do it because it's your ornament, so you can do it however you want to. But technically, his little, oh my gosh, I can't think of the berries. The berries and that went up on here, but I kind of like them on him. So there, it's all dry. Can you see it? We're going to take him and put him in here. And then we have a snowflake, which we might just put the snowflake up there, I'm thinking. But yes, I need to do good luck, Susan. We'll keep Mama and Pups in prayers. Um, now I forgot what I was going to say. I don't remember what I was going to say, y'all. But here he is. Isn't he stinking cute? So now, do we want to put, we could put the snowflake right up there, or we could put the snowflake like off on the side. What do you think? But I do think we're going to take a little bit of our snow text here. And where's my little, oh, we'll take this. This could work. Take a little bit while you're thinking about where to put our snowflake, and put some on his hat. Sometimes I like using the snow text and just using my finger, because I think sometimes your finger works better. Even put a little bit on our heart right there. So where do you think we should put the snowflake? I'm going to take a little bit on my finger. Because I don't want a ton on here, just a little bit. So he's kind of like looking like that. And I think he needs a little bit on his scarf, just on the tips here. Not so much where his head is. And that's the other reason why I like doing it with my finger, because I feel like you can control it a little better. Do you think I should put any on this part of the scarf? Yay or nay? Let's see. Y'all, while we're thinking about the snow text, do you like it up there, or do you like it more centrally located above his hat? I'm thinking maybe on the sled. I think I am going to put a little bit more on his scarf. Because I kind of like the way it looks. And we'll do a little bit up on the top. I know the snowflakes fell. Oh, and if y'all are looking for snow techs, if you don't have any, go get it now, because come around next month, it'll be hard, real hard to find, because everybody starts snatching it up. We're even going to put a little bit down the side. I think it helps give it a little something something. And I'm not doing a lot, just very little. I think I like that. Okay, let's put our snowflake on. So tomorrow, depending on what time I get back from my appointment, I will have to post to let you know if I'm going to be on or not, because it's a late afternoon appointment. But Thursday, yeah, because tomorrow's Wednesday, Thursday, providing it's okay with her dad, my granddaughter may be on with me. So I know she likes doing crafts, and there's a few things that she wanted to try and do, so. Yes, you could use spackle for snow. That is true. That is very true. Man, I made a look at my arm, y'all. So here's our little snowman and sled. And I'm hoping y'all can see on his sled here the little iridescence. I like that. So anymore, because I have taken some of those classes with Laura, and I still have a lot to learn. But I used to just paint this, don't do that. And now I like to do a little more of the techniques like she does. Not quite as proficient yet, but practice makes perfect. So gonna keep practicing. Thanks. I appreciate it, Joan. So this is our project today. We're doing our little snowman on the sled. I do have more. And this one is really super cute. And this one has even Frosty's name on it. So that could be a future project. So now I just have to decide. I'm probably going to use a red ribbon and put it up there. But I have not put any on any of the ones that I did yet, because I just put them off on the side so I can have them for when I put up a tree. Hey, Lisa, this is what we did. And thanks for throwing snowballs. This is what we did, Lisa. And I hope you're feeling better today, Lisa. In the meantime, y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. Y'all should see my stack. Do y'all want to see my stack? I'll show you my stack. Because we've been doing ornaments. This will just take a minute. And this might not be all of them. Now, this is not, this was from a event. So those don't count. But here's some of them. Yes, the old Oleg, and then the wanted Santa. Aren't those all so stinking cute? And I have a few others that are around here. I need to put them all in a box so I have them. But y'all, thank you for joining me. Y'all are the highlight of my day. I enjoy coming on here and talking to y'all and sharing with y'all. Y'all mean a great deal to me. I wish I could meet every one of you in person. It would be so awesome to meet everybody. But in the meantime, anybody who's having rain, I hope it doesn't get too bad. I know we have flood warnings here. Thanks, Joanne. I got them all from Piney Creek Market. Just go on her site, and I'm sure you could probably see the pictures and that on there, but there's a lot of them that are super cute. But stay safe. Have a good rest of your evening, and I will post if I'm going to be on tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure. It depends on how long this appointment's going to take. It is a late afternoon appointment, so we'll see. But definitely on Thursday, and hopefully with my granddaughter. So have a good one, everybody. Love y'all. Here's some hearts. Thank you, thank you. Have a good evening. Bye, y'all. Good evening. Goodbye.